So, hi there to everybody. I hope we are live again. Lovely to see you all. So let's see, next stream is going to be on Thursday, which will be the 19th of September at 3:30 p.m. UK time. So let's see. And hi to Chaya and Oksana and to Ronan and... Okay, I come from the UK, Chaya. I'm English. I was brought up in Oxford. Okay, so hi to Patricia as well, if you're still connected. Okay, I think let's get straight down to this. Not many people in yet, but they will be. Normally it's a little bit slow on Tuesday mornings. So why there is a boom for damp busting machines. Greetings, Elena, lovely to have you as well. Okay, a boom for damp busting machines. As this is about dehumidifiers. As temperatures slumped, crashed, shrank in recent weeks, traces of mould began to spread in Kate Martin's home. So we've got Elena goes for plummeted. Hi Julia. Hi Mukhtar. Oksana goes for plummeted as well. Julia goes for plummeted. Lovely to see you, Julia. Okay, so let's see. Slump. A market could slump. A share price could slump. Crash. No, crash doesn't work. A market could crash as well. Hi Mike, lovely to see you. Black Rocky. As temperature plummeted, meaning reduced. Good, Black Rocky, welcome. Plummeted for Mukhtar. Shrank. If I put my t-shirt in the wash and it's too hot, it will shrink. To plummet. To drop rapidly, to fall. So plummeted. As temperatures plummeted in recent weeks. Those telltale black dusty specks, scraps, shreds, crumbs first colonised the windowsill and then took over parts of the wallpaper and nearby furniture. This is this black mould that starts growing over things. So specks from Oksana, specks from Mike. Okay, so let's see. Crumbs. Specks from Mukhtar as well. Specks from Elena. Scraps from Chaya. Okay, so let's see. A crumb is a very small, normally a piece of bread. Breadcrumbs, exactly. Shreds are where you tear something into shreds. Specks for Julia as well. So you tear a piece of paper into shreds, into little pieces. Scraps, normally scraps of food. Scrap normally talks about something that is left over. But a speck, for example, a speck is a dot, a speck of dust. On a sunny day, the sun is shining through the window, and you can see specks of dust, motes of dust, flying in the air. Points, small areas, a synonym for specks. Particles. Particles is a good word. Elena. Points. I think points would be good. Or motes as well. Motes. A mote. Okay, you could have a speck of dust of something in your eye as well. To Plummeted. Yes, Patricia, they plummeted, they dropped. Lovely to see you. Bits. It's lovely to have you, Patricia. It really is. So, I couldn't breathe properly. My chest hurts, says Mrs. Martin, an artist who lives in the Midlands. It was time to stir, fire, rouse, heat up her dehumidifier. I guess dots would work, but normally, for me, dots are made by somebody's hand. You have a pen or a pencil and you make dots. Dots is your puntillism. So it was time to stir up the humidifier, fire up, rouse up, heat up. Fire up sounds funny, she says Oksana. Yeah, it's my nose and my throat pee. I said so the other day. I hope you're better though, Patricia. I hope your fever has gone. To heat up, says Chaya. To fire up, says Elena. Speckled bands. I like speckled. It was speckled with. That's good. Heat up, says Julia. Muqtad says heat up as well. Sorry, folks. Okay, heat up, says Jaya as well. Okay, so let's look at this. Hello, Nina. To stir up means to make people angry, to start a fight, to make people feel unsettled. So you don't stir up, you fire up a machine. Stoke up, not stoke up, stir up. But you see, you can so stoke up you can use metaphorically, meaning to make go faster. To fire up, you fire up a machine. Okay, so I had problems firing up the car. Okay, so to fire up is to fire up. The answer is fire up. Rouse up gives the idea of stirring, is to make problems worse. I think stir up and rouse up. He gave a speech which roused up the feelings of the people listening. To heat up just means to make warmer. So to fire up a machine, yeah? Heat up the place, heat up the room, but fire up a machine. Okay, so to I fired up my chainsaw and cut down the tree. Okay, I fired up the lawnmower and cut the grass. So to fire up a machine. Yes, to arouse, but not sexually. Okay, to fire up something is a phrasal verb. After hair. I was so fired up, yes, as well. Okay, to be excited about something. Okay, after cleaning the mould out, away, down, off, and letting the machine do its work, she soon noticed a difference in air quality. We were breathing freely again. This one I love. So Nina goes for out, Oksana goes for away and then changes her mind to out, Muqtad goes for off, Julia goes for away, Elena goes for away, Mike Larry goes for away, increase the intensity, turn up the volume. Okay, let's look at this. So we've got clean out, clean away, clean down, and clean off. And I think this one is really a very difficult question. So my room was really dirty, and I cleaned out my room. I cleaned out my fridge. You normally clean out something that's enclosed. But the mould is on the wall, and therefore clean off. To clean away, you clean away the dishes after lunch. And then to clean down, I think clean down could work, is to clean all of, but here, okay, but to clean off. Off shows separation. That's very good, Mukhtar. It's on the surface and you clean it off the surface. So to clean away the mould, clean away has the idea of there are things there to clear away, to clean away. I guess away would work. Clean down doesn't sound right at all. The answer is to clean off the mould, very definitely. And the reason for that is because the mould is on the wall. And I think clean away is giving the idea of clear away. Clean out. Clean out. No, clean off. Clean off the mould. Let's try the next. Because water vapour in indoor air is prone to condensing onto cold surfaces, drying this air slightly can reduce or eliminate condensation, and therefore mould, which succeeds, thrives, prevails, booms on damp. Okay, it was on the wall. It was on this mould is normally on the walls. It's on the windows, Nina. I need to clean out my bedroom. So, Oksana goes for thrives, Mukhtar for thrives, Nina for thrives. Should we follow the verb in my questions? Chaya, you just need to use the word that is the most suitable, or the word that fits in the space, Chaya. So thrives for Julia, thrives for Elena, thrives for Mike. It should be wipe off the mould. Yes, yes, Patricia. Wash off the mould. Okay, so mould which succeeds on damp is not very good. It might fit. Which prevails on damp, to prevail, to win. No. Which booms, an economy is booming. No, to thrive. To thrive is to live strongly, to grow, to do very well. And this is the idea, to thrive on damp. Okay. Mrs. Martin's house also feels warmer and simpler, better, cosier, easier to heat. That's because it takes less energy to warm up dry air. So Nina says easier to heat. Off from your skin. Exactly, Patricia. You've got this on your skin and you take it off your skin. Therefore, clean off the mould. Easier for Oksana, easier for Elena, easier for Nad. Hi Nad, lovely to see you. Easier for Mike. Thrives, definitely, yes. Thrives for the previous one, absolutely, Patricia. Easier for Julia. Easier for Chaya, good Chaya. Okay, so simpler to heat up. The up is optional. The up is optional, Elena. Yeah, to heat up. It would work fine. Okay, if it's simpler, it's less complicated. But it's not that. It's better to heat, no. Cozier means warmer. No. Easier to heat, less complicated. It all depends on the image of the word you have in your head. Exactly, Patricia. And that's what makes some of these rather difficult. So it makes it easier to heat. Our bodies are sensitive to humidity. Also, since moisture in the air encourages, motivates, urges, advances heat to escape from the surface of our skin. I'm glad, Chaya. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's a question of choosing the word that is natural. So, Elena says urges. Urges heat to escape from the surface of our skin. Nad goes for urges. You wipe off an unwelcome mark on the surface. Encourages, says Nina. Urges, says Chaya. Nags is wondering if it's advances. Welcome, Moodit. Lovely to have you, Moodit. None of them fit well. Encourages for Mike. Great to have you, Moodit. Really lovely having you here. Advances, says Julia. Easier for the previous one, says Patricia. Susanta, lovely to see you. Susanta goes for encourages as well. Okay, let's look at this. Advances, no. Okay, Oksana says encourages. Good choice. Okay, to advance something. It's not advancing it. Advance is talking about making progress. All of them sound like the action of a person, and that's the problem, and it's a natural force. Exactly, Nad. To urge, I would only ever use, as Nad says, for the action of a person. Yeah, you urge somebody to do something. My gran urged me to do something. To motivate, my teacher motivated me to learn English. The answer is encourage, and you can use encourage for something natural as well as something encouraged by a person. So yes, low temperatures encourage the freezing of pipes, for example. Encourages, pushes. Well done, Patricia. Moisture makes heat escape. It encourages it to escape. Unsafe roads encourage accidents. Enables, induces. The weather encouraged the flowers to prosper. Yes, Nina, that's very good. A poor diet encourages ill health. Okay, and this doesn't actually have, so encourage you can use to meaning to make more likely, to promote, to make more possible. Causes, yes, exactly, Mike. Causes heat to escape from the surface of our skin. Causes more easily, encourages. So it's not just the parents encourage people to do something else. Encourages. Wow. It doesn't matter if you have 10 blankets. If it's wet, humid, moist, damp, you are freezing, says Mrs. Martin. And this is another difficult question, I think. Oksana says humid. Normally, everybody gets the right answers in this one today. This one is problematic. Humid says Nad and Oksana. Elena goes for damp. Advances is also doing naughty preambles to concomitant activities. Humid says Julia. I'm going to let you give me some more answers for a second. Moist says Nina. I love this. This is great. Damp says Muqtad. Okay, let's look at this. First of all, humid is hot, and Chaya says wet. Spurs, good word. Air is humid. Humid means hot and warm. Humid is normally warm. So you go to the Amazon. The Amazon is incredibly humid. Humid is when there is a lot of water dissolved in the air, but it's hot. Brazil is hot. I'm trying to think of India is not normally humid, yeah, because it's normally hot and dry. It's not hot and wet. So humid is hot and wet. No, and this is the UK. Moist is pleasant. A piece of cake is moist. Hi Elwa. Nad says wet. Damp means partially wet. No, humid is hot and warm. Okay. So, damp. Damp is wet and cold. It's damp. It's wet and cold if it's damp. Humid is not wet. Exactly, Susanta. Okay. We normally say if it's damp, you are freezing. Blankets are not completely wet, hence damp. Very good, Elena. It's damp. Meatball enjoyer. Well done. Welcome. Damp. Yes, Julia. So, yeah, damp is when it's cold and wet. Humid is hot and wet. Moist is a piece of cake or something with water inside it. Moisturizer moist is some, and wet, I guess wet would fit as well. If it's wet, you're freezing, but damp is the word. It's okay, Meatball. It's no problem. No need to apologise. Yes. Well, let's see. The humidity of the air, the percentage of water dissolved in the air. It's a device to reduce damp. Yes, I think you're right, Oksana. Energy prices this winter remain approx or so nigh roughly double what they were 2 years ago. Roughly doubly, roughly. So meatball goes for approx. Na goes for approximately. Julia goes for approx. So when they say high humidity, it means water vapor. Exactly, Susanta. High humidity is talking about water dissolved in air. Elena goes for roughly doubled. Elwa goes for roughly doubled. Mukhtar says approx double. Oksana says approx double. Can be all at the same time in cycles, yes. Mike goes for roughly. Like buzzkill. Hi, Slipknot. You see, a damper can also be something to reduce the amount of oxygen that a fire receives. It's great to have you, Slipknot. You see, damper, it decreases the a fire. You have a damper to reduce the fire. And the damper it's talking about the oxygen that it receives. Roughly for Mariam, roughly for Nina. Chaya goes for approx. Like cold particles in the air sticking to your skin. Roughly double, says Susanta. A pretty actual sentence. Yes, it is, nah, definitely. Approximately, exactly, Elwa. These words all look so similar. That's the point, Meatball. Nigh. Nigh means near. The end of the world is nigh. Nigh on. Is rather old-fashioned. A Vicks inhaler for the cold. Hi, Victor. Sean says roughly. Lovely to see you as well, Sean. So look, approx. This is an abbreviation, and somebody wrote, it was Nad. Nad wrote approximately, and approximately would be fine. Patricia's written approximately, but as a shortening of the word, as an abbreviation, no, because it's informal. Also, energy prices this winter remain double what they were 2 years ago, or so. No. Nigh, nearly, roughly. Roughly is the right word. More or less double, absolutely. Aye. Okay, so it's roughly. No problem, Yuri. Lovely to see you, Yuri. Nigh on. So, nigh on, Oksana. Energy prices this winter remain nigh on double. Nigh on double, not nigh what double. Nigh on double. It's nigh on. It needs an on, Oksana. You smother a fire. That's the damper. Yes. Okay, so let's continue. Wow, lots of people all of a sudden. This is great. Great to have you all. So let's continue. As a result of the energy crisis, activated. Very hello, I love it. Tripped, launched, triggered by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, people around the UK have sought low-cost methods of keeping their homes warm and dry. Oh, do I like Stephen King's books? Yeah, but some of the old ones. Cujo is quite a good book now. Or Pet Sematary. I think Pet Sematary probably. Pet. So, triggered for Oksana. Triggered for Elena and Julia and Mike. Triggered for Mukhtar. Triggered for Mariam. Triggered for Nad. Triggered for Rishi. Hi Rishi. Yeah, Cujo versus Beethoven. Tripped by. Okay, so activated by. No. Let's see. I turned on the switch. The machine is activated by a switch. Take care, Oksana. It's been wonderful having you. Launched by. Yes, launched would work. Nah. I think you're right, Slipknot. It is misspelled. Tripped by. No. Yeah, I can. Okay, I just see triggered Rishi. Triggered or tripped. Triggered by. It's triggered by. It's caused by. Provoked by. Triggered by is definitely the best. To trip. Tripped by. Normally, if you trip something, you don't. It's probably possible as well. Rishi, the notifications are not very well organised. So, and this has led to an apparent explosion advance mushroom boom in sales of dehumidifiers. An apparent advance. Boom, says Elena. Boom, says Nad. To bother, to cause problems. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it cause you problems. He's been bothering me all day, Love Z. To bother, to make difficulty. It's not under my control, Rishi. Boom for Julia, boom for Elena. Explosion for Nad. Boom for Rishi, boom for Mukhtar. A takeoff. Apparent takeoff in sales. I think takeoff would work. Propelled by. Okay, for triggered in the previous one, yes. Nina says change to explosion. Grow like bangussers. A boom in sales. Let's see. For me, probably the best answer is boom. A boom, because boom is normally financial. But so boom for Chaya and boom for Slipknot. But I think an explosion in sales, metaphorically. An explosion in sales as well, very definitely. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop there. And so, next stream is on Thursday, which is the 19th of September at 3:30 p.m. UK time. Quality stream. There've been a lot of hard questions today. Thank you very much for coming. It's been a surge in sales. I like a surge in sales. Okay, so yes, let's see. I'm not particularly bad, but it's just a bit annoying. So take care, all of you. Thank you, all of you, for coming. It's been wonderful having you. So thank you to Chaya and Elena. Thank you to Julia and Love Zed and Meatball. And thank you to Mukhtar and Nara, Nina and Oksana and Patricia and Rishi and Slipknot and Susanna and Yuri. Lovely to see you all again. So I hope to see you all on Thursday. Yeah, this is a way to perfect your collocations. Absolutely, Mukhtar. I'm from England, Chaya. I come from England. Yeah, I was born and brought up in England. So I think that's going to be enough for today. Take care and bye for now.